Greetings and salutations. This is yours truly, Dr. Jackson, Dr. Andra Jackson of No Bout It LLC. We are the brand that connects. Today, I am going to show you how I make a simple tassel or yarn earring. Okay, and so I have made a pair of Christmas earrings. What you will need is, and please forgive me, I had foot surgery over 4 weeks ago, so I am non-weight bearing, so I can't be on this foot at all. So please forgive me, okay? Get that disclaimer out the way. All right, so what you will need is a pair of scissors, a fish hook, and I get my fish hooks from Hobby Lobby, or you can order them off Amazon. You can order them from Temu. You can get them from Michael's, your local craft store. Okay. I have my needle nose for jewelry making. And I have yarn that I ordered from Amazon, Mira Handcrafts. And I am going to be doing a 2-color. So I have the yellow and the black. So let's get started. So I'm going to cut this knot off at the end of this yarn. Okay. All right, so I have and you will need a cardboard, a book, something that you can, a coaster that you can wrap your yarn around. I love Skinny Pops. I order Skinny Pops from Amazon all the time, and I tore the cardboard off the side of the Amazon box. So I have it landscape, which is about 4.75 inches, and if you turn it portrait, it's about 6 inches, depending on how long you want your earrings to be. Okay. If you don't want a full earring, then you can wrap your yarn around the cardboard about 35 times. And this is not a real thick earring, thick enough. I love it. I call it medium thick. And I wrap the yarn around the cardboard. This is 35 times the wrap. Okay. And then I also have done a black and white 2-color. There are several ways you can do a 2-color earring, black and white. 35 times. I have completed this red one. 35 times. See, it's not as thick. And what I'm going to do today is make the mate to this one, the black and yellow yarn earring. Okay, making the mate to this. Now I wrap this around 25 times, which is a total which is equal to a total of 50 times around, because I'm using 2 yarns, so I have to cut it in half to 25. Let's get started. So I'm going to give my yarn a little hang time. That's what the young people say. Give it a little hang time, and I'm going to go 25 around. I'm wrapping loosely because I want to be able to slide this off the cardboard. So if you wrap too tight, you're going to have a hard time getting it off. Okay, give it a little hang time. Use my scissor. I'm going to cut the yarn. Okay. All right, so let's just lay this down. I'm going to use black. You can use yellow. I'm going to cut a piece of yarn, black yarn, and it can be maybe about 8 to 9 inches. Don't have to be real long. I just need to tie a knot in the top. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide my black yarn. Slide it under the wrap yarn and make sure it's even on both sides. I'm going to slide up so that it is at the top of the cardboard. Okay, now I'm going to hold my yarn, I'm going to slide everything off the cardboard, because this is where I'm going to tie my knot. This is the center. Okay. Move the cardboard out the way. This is what I have. This right here, I'm going to tie a knot. All right, let's do it. I got to do it like this, you guys. So we're going to do it like this. Tie a knot. We're going to tie it tight. Tie it tight where you break the yarn. And then I'm going to tie it again. I know the way I tie so backwards, you guys. Sorry, I am backwards. Okay. Then I like to go under. I'm going to take this under, and then we're going to bring it back over. Bring it back over. All right. Bring it back over. And I'm going to give it an extra knot. Did I just lose my thread? I did. My yarn. I don't know why I keep calling this a thread. All right, there it goes. And we just kind of come back on top. Move you out the way. And then we are going to do another knot. Pull tight. And then when I do this last knot, I like to loop it twice. So I'm going to do this. We're going to take it back through again before pulling the knot. Okay. Take it back through again. And now we're going to give it another snug pull. Okay. Now I can cut close to the knot because this is going to be hidden. And we're just going to cut it off. Okay. See, that's the knot. And what I'm going to do now is, all right, hold this down. And we're going to put the scissors through here and we're going to trim. Not trim, we're going to cut. Let me take it over this way so I can see what I'm doing. All right, up, and then we're just going to cut. All right, this is what we have. All right, see my knot right there where I tied? I'm going to lay it flat on the table. I'm going to smooth out my yarn to make sure I don't have any tangles. Smooth out both sides. This yarn is really soft. It's acrylic yarn, by the way. Acrylic yarn. All right. Okay, good. I'm going to take my needle nose. See my knot there? I want my fish hook to go up here on this side. So when I close it up, the knot is going to be inside just like that. See the knot? That's the knot. And then when I do like this, it's going to be closed. Okay. All right, so I'm going to see, can I put this needle nose under this loop where I tied my knot, because I want to put my fish hook under it. Okay. All right, so I can slip it under there so it's not too tight. Get my fish hook. I'm going to open it up. See the point with the insertion that goes into the ear? That's the side you're going to open your loop on your fish hook up so that you can slide it under the yarn. Got to open. I'm going to push back the ball. Hold the ball. Okay, I'm going to hold the ball. And then I am going to slide my fish hook under the black thread. Not thread, yarn. I'm sorry. I keep calling it thread, you guys. All right, let's see. Can we get up under? Hold the ball. All right, get up under this yarn. through under the loop where we tied the knot. Come on. Carpetona is real, you guys. It is real for me. Alright, so I am under there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take my needle nose and we're going to close it, bend the loop on the official earring back in place. Just going to bend it back in place so that it won't come off. All right, so it's back in place. I'm going to give it a little pinch, but don't pinch too hard because you may break the earring. I'm going to give it a little pinch. Okay, now we have this. Okay, so coming together, and we're just gonna smooth it out. Okay, I don't have any kinks. I'm just combing it down a little. I want to comb it to mess up the yarn. Just gently. Okay. All right, so we're going to form a nice little pom-pom. A little ball there. See? I'll cut a piece of thread. This time when I cut the thread, I'm sorry. This time when I cut the yarn, I want to cut a long enough piece where it is the same length as the earring. That way I don't have to do anything else to it but to trim it with the rest. Okay, so all right, so like I said, I'm using black. You can use yellow. So what I'm doing is getting some black thread. I mean, not thread, yarn. Y'all gotta forgive me. And I'm going to cut the yarn. And because I have to tie a knot, the knot is going to be on this side of the earring. Because this side goes into your ear, we want the knot to go on this side of the earring. So what I'm going to do is going to lay the thread down here. The yarn, I'm so sorry. Lord help me. Lay the yarn down. And I'm going to lay my earring on top of the yarn halfway. Make sure it's in the middle. And then I'm going to gauge. You can use a ruler at this point, but I'm just going to eye gaze of where I should tie my yarn to make that pom-pom, that tassel look. All right, so we're going to say that. We're going to see, is that about right? Okay, that look about right. And we're just going to pull. Is that about right? Okay, we're going to pull. We're going to tie a knot. Okay, y'all, I got to come off camera for a little bit so I can tie this knot. Because I am stretching way over. Let me tie this knot right quick. And then I come back on. Alright, so I tied the knot. So what I'm going to do now is I like to take my yarn and gonna crisscross in the front. And then come back in the back. Bring it around to the back. Crisscross in the front. But make sure that when you're crisscrossing in the front that it is just like this. Okay. And then I'm coming back to the back. I'm going to tie another knot. And I like to double. We're going to tie one time around, pull tight. Okay. And then I'm going to double loop it again like I did before. Under again. And then tie and pull. Now there. And so I like the hang time because it can get cut with the rest of it. Now I'm getting ready to trim. Okay. So we're going to trim. Let me come back off. I'm coming back to y'all. Okay. We're going to trim the excess yarn off the bottom. Okay, I'm coming back on. Just moving everything out. Okay, coming back on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to gaze it again. And we're going to trim off the excess. Okay. So I hold it between my index finger and my thumb. I take my scissors. And we're just going to trim off the excess. Okay. Be careful not to cut your finger. Okay, let's see, got the little top part up there. Alright, let's see, we got a little excess right there. Alright, now let's see what we got. Move this out the way. Alright, let's see what we got now. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Alright, and then let's measure. Okay, this might be a little longer. And then you can trim off. I'm just gathering it together in my fingers again. We're going to trim off that little side right here. Okay, just trim it up again. Give it another little shake. And there you have it. Yarn earrings. And ta-da! There you have it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you liked the video, please subscribe. Turn on the bell to look for more videos coming from me real soon. You all have a blessed day on purpose.